there was a period of time where I used to be very, very tightly held up with work. And when I was we were here in Purnachandra, and the work was, we used to be loaded with work, and Bhagwan always keeps us on our toes. And I never had any time to go and meet my mother when they had come for one of the festivals. And they had stayed here for 7 days, and all those 7 days, there were too much of work in the office, and then I had to rush back. I could not get time to go and meet my mother. And on the day of their departure, I had gone and met them, met mother, and mother started crying, telling that, why is it that you don't come to meet me? Why is it that you don't come to meet me? Why is it that you are going away from me? So that's the mother's agony, the mother's heart crying out. And I was already making the choices, choosing God over everything else. That was how my mind was going. It's the individual thing that I want only this. I am focused, that kind of a thing. And I was continuously making my choices. And I told mother, I started giving a discourse to my mother, saying that, mother, you should not have attachment to your son. You should have your attachment only to Swami. And so that's the relationship that you should have with Swami. Why are you getting attached to me? And a very, very good spiritual discourse started over there. Father joined me, and mother, who was crying, became even more despondent. And I came back to Swami, all bloated with thoughts, telling that, okay, now I have made my mother wiser. And I came to Swami expecting a pat on my back. And I told Swami, this is what I told mother. And Swami blew up. Swami burst out telling, Buddhi ledu niku. You have no sense, do not have common sense. How dare you tell your mother that she does not have right to love her son? It is the right of a mother to have attachment to her son. Go and tell your mother right now that this is what Swami has told. I dilly-dallied. I told Swami, they might have already left. Are you going to go or not? I jumped out of there and ran. And I told my mother, telling that this is what Swami has said, that an individual who has stayed for 9 months in a womb, what right does that person have to tell that the mother cannot have attachment? What is that arrogance in you that you can say that your mother cannot have attachment to you? This is the beautiful balance that Bhagwan teaches us. This is the balance that Bhagwan teaches between vairagya and softness of the heart, detachment without being hard-hearted. Normally, when people go into the spiritual path, they tend to become hard-hearted, telling that I will stonewall my heart from all suffering. I will barricade my heart from all attachment. But to be approachable, to have a heart that melts at somebody else's suffering, and at the same time being aloof. How do we strike a balance? How do we strike that balance is what only divinity can teach us. And that is exactly what Bhagavan was trying to teach this young mind.